from Emerald City Ministries. If you guys ever come to Gatlinburg, does anybody here know where Basket Square is? One person? Does anybody know where the Guinness Book of Records is?
Yeah.
All right, if you take about 10 steps up the street, you'll see Claire's on the right there. These girls probably know where Claire's at, right? All right, well, that's Basket Square. We're on the upper level up there. We've got all kinds of different gospel illusions. We've got puppets, Vacation Bible School program, all kinds of things like that. How many here has ever seen a gospel illusion before? That many. That's great. Well, this is going to be a first for everybody. Now, a lot of people wonder, how can you put gospel and magic together? And hopefully after I'm finished with this, you'll understand how this works. And we're going to start off with this little trick right here. I've got 3 pieces of rope here. You can see I've got a short piece, a medium piece, and a long piece of rope. Now, with these 3 different lengths of rope, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about sin. Because we tend to look at sin differently than God does. We like to put it into categories. We believe there are small sins. Then you have the medium-sized sins. And then you have those great big sins. Now, most people will stay away from this one right here, but they have a little trouble over here. The biggest problem with that is that no matter how small, medium, or large that we think sin is, well, when God looks at sin, it's all the same. There is no small, medium, or large sin, because to God a sin is a sin.
All right.
No matter how small, or medium, or large we think they are. Everybody get that? All right. Now I'm going to take this little bag right here and use a couple of silks. Now, I'm going to show you this bag. Do you guys see anything in that bag?
No.
Is there anything in the bag?
No.
Yes, there is. My hand is in there. No, there's nothing in the bag. All right, I've got 2 silks here. I've got a red silk and a black silk. And what we're going to do, we'll start with this black silk. Because that's what we look like in the eyes of God. We're black with sin. We had no hope on our own. We were doomed. There was nothing we could do on our own to fix it. But God made a way. All we have to do is accept Jesus as our Savior. Once we do that, His blood covers all those sins. And once that happens, we're as white as snow. Just like that. All right. Now, has anybody here ever played with bubbles before? All right, I think we all have. How many still play with bubbles? I do. All right. Yeah. Now, what I used to try to do, and I don't know if y'all do it or not, I used to try to catch them. Anybody ever able to catch them and hold them? No, they always pop, don't they? You know what? Sometimes we just need a little bit of faith. Jesus said in the Bible, if we had faith the size of a grain of a mustard seed, we could move mountains. So, with just a little faith, anything is possible. Did it turn into a ball? Well, this I need a volunteer for. Let's take you. Come on up here.
We'll set him on fire.
Step right over here. Okay, then let me get the mattress. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to set you on fire. Now, I've got a Bible story coloring book here. It's full of pictures. And you can see the different Bible stories in there. There's Noah's Ark, Jonah and the whale. You got Moses, David and Goliath. There's Daniel, Elijah, Dan, and Joseph. Now, what I want you to do is color it for me. Did you bring your crayons? You didn't, did you? Well, I tell you what. Just take this little piece of rope here and just wave it over the book and put the color in the pictures for me. Oh, you're doing great. You're doing fantastic. Are you staying in the lines? You're not sure? Just keep going. You're doing fine. You're doing great. Are you finished? Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, let's see how you did. Just look at that. He got every one of them. He did good. He did stay in the line. He did great. Now, I tell you what, though, somebody else might want to color this book later on. So if you wouldn't mind, wave it over again. Take the color back out. You're doing fantastic. Get up. Are you taking it all out?
Yes.
You are. That's great. Taking it all out. That's perfect. That's already done. Let's see if that worked. That's too much. You took the pictures. You weren't supposed to take the pictures. If you don't mind, try that again. Put the pictures back in there. Just wave it briefly. Just wave it briefly. Just wave it briefly. Are you finished? Quit. Stop. All right. There it is. He got him back in there. He did a great job. You did a good job. I need that rope back over. All right. Good job. You can sit back down now. All right. Now, we're going to go back to another piece of rope. This is just one big piece of rope. And you know what? We're a whole lot like this piece of rope sometimes. Especially when we try to do things without asking for God to help us. We tend to only ask for God's help when we've got ourselves buried in such a hole we don't know what else to do. But what you got to remember is that God's there for everything. The little things as well as the big things. But most of us are stubborn. We'll try to do things on our own, just like that piece of rope. We'll try to stand up there, and we'll fall right back down again. But you know what? If you put God right there in the center of your life, you can stand up for anything. You can go through anything. Just don't ever take your eyes off God, because when you do that, you're right back where you started from again.
I don't know now. I had them come tonight because I thought if we saw what they do and the message that he gives with this, some of you might be interested in practicing and learning some of these things. And we go out west or go over into the parks and do Bible school and things. What an attention getter. Y'all didn't move for that time, and you paid attention and you listened. What was the Bible lesson with his first delusion? What was the lesson with the...
How big the sin.
It doesn't matter how big the sin is, does it? It's all the same.